What if financial success had less to do with what you know and more to do with how you behave? In the psychology of money, Morgan Housel shows us that managing money isn't about complex spreadsheets or insider knowledge, it's about psychology. Through short stories and timeless lessons, this book reveals how a mindset, emotions, upbringing, and even fear shape our financial decisions far more than logic does. This isn't a how-to manual, it's a mindset shift. And by the end of this journey, you'll start to see money and yourself in a whole new light. 1. It's not about intelligence, it's about behavior. Morgan starts with a powerful truth. Being good with money has little to do with IQ. There are brilliant people who struggle financially and average folks who build quiet wealth. The key? Emotional control and long-term thinking. Most financial decisions aren't made in spreadsheets, they're made at dinner tables, in moments of fear, desire, or pressure. Wealth is not just about math. It's about patience, restraint, and mindset. Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are, and a lot to do with how you behave. So before chasing knowledge, build habits, save regularly, avoid emotional reactions, and remember, it's not timing the market, but time the market that matters. 2. Everyone's playing a different game. One reason we make bad money decisions is because we copy people playing a different game. Traders making hourly bets don't think the same as someone investing for retirement. Yet we scroll through the same headlines, listen to the same influencers, and assume we should act like them. Morgan explains, what's wise for someone else might be risky for you. So, define your own game. Know your time horizon, your goals, and your risk tolerance. Are you building long-term wealth or chasing short-term excitement? Don't get pulled into games you never meant to play. 3. Wealth is what you don't see. Here's a simple but powerful shift. Wealth is invisible. We often confuse wealth with what people spend, the fancy car, designer bag, lavish vacation. But that's consumption. True wealth is what you don't see. It's money saved, invested, unspent. It's freedom, not display. So if you want to look rich, spend money. But if you want to be rich, save it. Every dollar you don't spend is a building block of freedom. Ask yourself, are you impressing others or building independence? 4. The power of time and compounding. Warren Buffett's fortune didn't come just from smart investing, it came from starting early and staying consistent. Housel emphasizes that time is the greatest financial lever we have. Compounding isn't just a mathematical concept, it's an emotional one. Because the results are invisible at first and exponential later. Most people give up too early. So the key isn't finding the perfect investment. It's sticking to a good one for a very long time. Time is the most powerful force in investing. Patience is your superpower. Even a modest return compounded over decades outperforms erratic high returns that don't last. 5. Save like a pessimist, invest like an optimist. This mindset shift can change your entire financial strategy. Save like a pessimist, expect setbacks. Build an emergency fund. Assume things can go wrong. But invest like an optimist, believe in the future. Bet on long-term growth. Trust that humanity adapts and improves. This balance, cautious in the short term, confident in the long term, creates both safety and growth. It helps you survive downturns and thrive in recoveries. Optimism sounds like a sales pitch. Pessimism sounds like someone trying to help you. Find your balance. 6. Freedom is the highest dividend money pays. What's the real goal of money? According to Housel, it's not things. It's control over your time. The ability to wake up and do what you want, when you want, with people you love, that's true wealth. And you don't need millions to reach it. Just margin. Just space. Just enough to say no when it matters. Ask yourself, is this purchase bringing me joy or stealing future freedom? When you prioritize autonomy over status, you build a richer life, even if it looks simpler on the outside. 7. The seduction of just a little more. One of the most dangerous traps in finance is the inability to stop. We think, if I just earn a little more, then I'll feel secure. But the finish line keeps moving. Morgan tells the story of Rajat Gupta, a man who rose from poverty to become one of the most successful executives in the world, only to throw it all away by chasing more money through insider trading. Lesson? Know what enough means to you, and respect that boundary. Because when enough is never enough, no amount will satisfy. 8. Luck and risk, the invisible forces. Success stories often ignore luck. Failure stories often ignore risk. Morgan encourages humility. If you've succeeded financially, don't assume it was all skill. And if you've struggled, don't assume you're a failure. Life is uncertain. Small events can have big ripple effects. So build your financial life to survive uncertainty. Diversify. Avoid overconfidence. Prepare for luck, but protect against loss. Nothing is as good or as bad as it seems. 9. Tail events shape everything. In investing and in life, most results come from a few big events. A handful of days, decisions, or deals often drive the majority of outcomes. The same is true with money. Your success might not come from consistent daily wins, but from avoiding ruin and catching a few lucky breaks that compound. So don't obsess over daily performance. Focus on long-term resilience and positioning yourself to catch tail events, the big wins that change the game. Let's bring this home with some clear, simple actions. Start investing early. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Define your own game, know your goals, and don't copy others blindly. Respect the power of time. Avoid get-rich-quick temptations. Wealth takes time. Prioritize freedom. Save and invest not for things, but for autonomy. Have an enough number. Know when you've won the game. Build in humility, prepare for risk, and appreciate the role of luck. The psychology of money isn't a technical guide. It's a mirror, one that reflects how you think, feel, and behave around money. It reminds us that true wealth is less about dollars and more about discipline, less about knowledge, more about self-awareness. And ultimately, it's not about being the richest person in the room, it's about being the calmest. Thanks for listening to this audiobook summary from Vibery. If this helped you reflect or rethink your money mindset, don't forget to subscribe. We've got more book wisdom coming your way every Monday. Until next time, spend wisely, invest patiently, and protect your peace.